Tell me when it's live.
It's live.
Okay. Okay. Which one? Okay.
Yeah, what? I'm getting my head down, Mom.
All right. Where your seats at? Sit down so I can see.
So this is my seat.
I can see you clear. That other seat is not anywhere in sight.
I'm trying to think, should I bring this box out? Cause oh, I
And
think
the boxes look real cute too. I meant to say that last night.
Oh, I'm gonna send you yours too.
Yeah, they look real cute.
And them flowers, that flower thing might be real though, cause they starting to
What flower thing?
Remember that I had in a box?
Oh, okay. They starting to wilt?
Yeah. Hold on, okay. Okay. So now that I moved that back,
I can't see you though. Well, black chair. Okay. There we go. That might be one right there.
but it need to be moved over, right?
Because if you're going to sit right here, I can see you clearly. You can move it over a little bit more because you still got
Like
space
that?
on your other side.
Move it which way?
Towards the chair, the black chair.
Move it over?
Yeah. So you still that way.
And then, can you see me on? Should I go? Should I put it the long way for TikTok?
Look, sit down. Let me see. Let me take a picture. Okay.
Oh, and you know it's gonna be dark.
Got it?
I turned the light off. Can you see? Huh?
I said I can still see.
I'm trying to use the lights. And then this GoPro.
And then which one is going to be your tablet? It's going to be on TikTok?
Yeah, but I'm trying to figure out which way I want to.
Okay, tell me when you're going live on there, and I'll show you.
TikTok?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Okay, tell me which way you think I should.
Okay, so this is the long way. Sit down. Let me see if I can see it.
But you know, I can move.
Okay, I can see you.
But I'm saying,
what's the other direction?
in the long way. But then,
Okay, I get what you're saying. So the other way is better.
and I could just edit it, turn it around, right?
Yeah, because that other way gives you more space. Because this one don't give you nothing.
So like that.
Yeah. Yes.
And you
That way.
said the lighting is okay. I'm gonna do
Now what's the GoPro? It's on.
not yet. I gotta figure out how I can get it from stop going off. Like I gotta keep turning it back on.
I have to watch a tutorial or something.
Okay, should I show you on? Um, should I show
Instagram.
you? Okay, that angle is good. And then okay, that's real good. So that angle is good. Okay, so you can see.
Yeah. Sit down. Let me see so I can see on TikTok. Yeah, that's good.
Only thing is, I can't really see. Okay, GoPro turn off. GoPro turn off. Okay, so you say everything look good, right?
Yeah. Let me go. I didn't look on Instagram. Hold on. Oh, you ain't on Instagram. That's why.
I'm on Instagram
I'm
now.
wrong. You are?
Hmm.
Okay. I see you.
I'm thinking, should we use the light or no?
Sit down. What's the light off?
That's what it looked like on.
What's this? Off or on?
This is on.
I can't see you at all
On what?
on Instagram.
On Instagram.
Yeah. I can see you if you lean up like that,
Can you
but
see me
just
now?
regularly sitting, I can't see you. Let me see. Now I can see you.
Now you can see me.
Yeah.
Okay, so everything look good, right?
Yes.
Okay, so should I get off everything now?
Yeah. We ready.
Okay, guys, I'm coming back. We just was getting everything put together. Hey, Pinky, come right back, like in 5 minutes. Okay, so go live. Oh, did you see it with the? Oh, damn.
What?
Oh, hey, you could. Well, whenever you're done. Whenever you're done. Let me see. Pop up yo shit. So podcast featuring. Okay, so that's right there. I can actually stay on TikTok, huh?
Yeah, you can.
And I can
Yeah,
stay.
you know.
Okay, I'm gonna stay on all of that. I'm gonna just
And then you can just go live on YouTube when you're ready.
I'm already live on YouTube.
Oh, okay. So I'm sitting here watching you on the damn screen.
So did you see it with the lights off?
I saw it with the lights off and with the lights on. It wasn't a super major difference on TikTok when I was looking at it.
So how it look now?
This is off.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, put them back on. It still look good. It's really not a big difference.
It's not?
Mm-mm. No, it still look good.
So you think I should keep it on?
Just keep it on for, I don't know, maybe the camera purposes, like the GoPro.
Oh yeah. You want
Maybe it'll
come?
be beneficial for
Don't
that.
laugh at my little spot now. Don't laugh. Promise don't laugh first. Just don't laugh. Promise. You could chuckle a little bit. Okay, you could come in. Yep.
How you gonna tell him don't laugh and you laughing?
He said he was gonna chuckle. It's cute. He said it's cute.
Oh,
Okay.
intimate and everything.
Yeah, that's what I wanted it for now because my space is small.
I got you.
So you ain't got nobody. You ain't got to worry about nobody running up on you.
I got you. So what's this other like the sea moss and stuff? Is that?
Yeah, that's
Somebody
next
else, or
door.
that-
Well, I help him.
Oh, you help him sell his products and
Mhm.
stuff. You know, you got me getting a little sea moss stuff.
You like CMOS?
Yeah, I got some sea moss at the crib.
Oh yeah, and he sell it. He get it from St. Lucia.
Really?
Mhm.
From the island.
Yeah.
Okay. Where you at? He closed up.
Well, I'm here.
Oh, okay. What flavor you got?
Blueberry, pineapple, strawberry, and plain.
I had the blueberry.
Yeah,
Pineapple.
it's good. I like it.
Okay.
All right, YouTube.
How long was the interview?
Not long. 45 minutes. 35 minutes. Just I done had an interview that was 20 minutes. So it really just depends on you.
Turn up on board.
Yeah, but I don't think I'm gonna let you be boring.
Okay.
It's impossible.
Okay.
Okay, should I start now? The live? Can you
Yep,
see me?
go ahead. Hang
Am
up.
I in a good spot here?
Let me see if you in a good spot. You in a good spot right there. You in a good spot right
Should I
there.
move or closer? Or? I don't know. Is this good? Somebody see me?
Yeah, we can see you. We can see you right there. We can
Oh,
see
right
you
there.
right
Okay.
there. Okay. And your food is right there. I got
Oh,
you.
show us what I got.
You said you like
JJ
fish? You like fish?
Yes.
Okay, so I got you fish and fries and something to
Fries and
drink.
hush up.
And hush
Okay.
puppies.
I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Okay. So
All right, hang up.
I'm about to you hang up and I'm
Oh,
a,
okay.
You sorry?
On Instagram.
yeah,
This is it?
All
It's
right.
happening right now?
it's about to happen.
Okay. All right.
So we already live here
We live right
and
now?
on TikTok, but we're not live here.
People looking at me right now?
People is looking at you. Mm-hmm. And
Y'all
then
better stop judging me. Because I didn't know y'all was looking at me.
this about to be fun too, cause I got it. I got a little game.
A little game. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Are you ready?
Use your products?
Yep. That I made.
Oh, you been making stuff?
Mm-hmm. I'm a seamstress.
Okay. All right.
You ready?
Let's do
Okay.
it. We are live.
I'm live everywhere. So I'm live on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. So you know how they say hold on, they bringing people, but we don't need them because we just really need the capture, the moments. Okay, so let me just prep you a little bit.
Okay.
It's nothing about personal business.
Okay.
Um,
Good, because I don't know them.
Yeah, good. No personal business stuff, just all about you.
Okay.
I did some digging. Me and my manager, we did some good digging on you.
Okay.
Then we play a game like a personality game, this or that, so your fans and supporters can get a little bit to know a little bit about you. Then
Right.
I have a small segment of the mental health where I just ask mental health questions because I'm
Okay.
big on that.
Everybody
And
crazy.
that's it. Yeah, everybody crazy as
That
hell.
sounds like that.
Okay, so you ready?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So what's up? It's your girl Sincerely Tokyo and I'm on Pop Your Shit Talk podcast. And today we have the talented Javon Johnson.
What's up, everybody?
So you can tell us like your name and stuff like that.
Yeah. I don't know. I got like 15 devices. I don't know which one to look at.
Oh, this one is the most important one.
That's the one. All right. Yeah, I'm Javon Johnson. Actor, writer, director, producer, acting teacher, writing teacher. I do a lot. Currently best known for Richard Halson on Tyler Perry's The Oval. So hopefully you caught up, catching up. We'll be back after this mid-season break. But also a filmmaker. I have a film now it's on Amazon Prime and it was on Stars as well. It was number one on Stars for a minute called Once in a Valentine. So if you haven't checked that out, check that out. I have another one in post that's coming out soon called The Stuttering Preacher. So wow, it's a curveball. So just brace yourself for that one. So originally from Anderson, South Carolina. A lot of you might know that's the birthplace for Chadwick Boseman. We were Black Panther. We were really close friends. Yeah, I mean that's my little intro.
That's dope. I like that. Okay, so you say you're originally from South Carolina.
Yep.
What brought you here to Atlanta?
Well, you know what? Being from South Carolina back in say the '90s, the industry, Atlanta for what it is in terms of the industry didn't exist. So and there was nothing in the market for South Carolina for people who do what I do. So it was really about leaving South Carolina. You know, I went to grad school at the University of Pittsburgh, then I went on to Chicago to start one of the founding members of a theater company called Congo Square Theater Company. And then made the rounds, Chicago, New York, went on Broadway, went to LA. Like I was everywhere actors were normally going to the major markets at that time until I looked at it and I said, wait a minute, that's a budding market happening in Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
And then the rise of Tyler Perry and everything he contributed to that, I just said, you know what, I can actually go home now because Anderson is only 2 hours from Atlanta. And I said, let me just go back home, reinvent myself in the Southeast and build a career in the Southeast. And so it was this opportunity presented itself. So yeah.
That's dope. Yeah. Okay. So how did you get into acting and directing?
You know, it was a journey. Honest enough, it was a spiritual journey. I liken it to pastors being called to preach. I was kind of really called to be an artist because in my hometown, Anderson, that's an industrial, textile, automotive industry. You know, people careers was like working at BMW was like the dream job. Nursing, and then there's maybe some music and sports, maybe. Okay. You know what I mean? But beyond that, little black boys like me, we weren't talking about being poets and writers and actors. And I looked at the TV and thought what actors were doing on TV was a thing that I didn't know if it was real or not. It's like some untangible world that didn't really exist. It wasn't a real thing to me, and it didn't seem like something that was for me, that I was meant to be a part of. And at that time, a celebrity was the local news anchor who would come to the school. So you get excited. You thought Denzel walked into the room when the local news anchor came and to get their autograph. I'm like, I see them on the news. That was a celebrity for us. So I really didn't intend to go to college. Most of my family, I was raised on my mom's side of the family, were not college graduates. And it was mostly high school diplomas or less. So I was intended to go into the mills, and then I was a football player, so I was getting recruited. But when I went to the schools and I realized, man, I'm not here with my homeboys, I was like, I don't really like the sport enough to play college football to even possibly think about going pro.
Right.
I really liked it because I was playing with homeboys I grew up with. So that became something that was like, okay, I'm not really doing that. So if it wasn't for my high school choir teacher who stopped me in the hallway my senior year and said, you're going to go to college, I was like, how? And she said, I'm getting you a choir scholarship to South Carolina State University, HBCU.
So you know how to read music?
I don't listen. That's not my skill. I can't sing.
Oh.
But that's not the point. The point is, this was a divine journey. That was because she saw something and she said, "You're going to go to college." And I went to South Carolina State University on a choir scholarship. And then I got on the choir. There were some real singers, and you know the choir at South Carolina State had a reputation for being a great choir and a competitive one. I'm sitting there listening to the tenors and the baritone and the bass. I didn't know what I was, and I was like, I don't belong in this group of people. They have a skill set that I'm just here.
Right.
But there was a big theater building there, and it literally was spiritually talking to me every time I walked by that theater building. It was like there was something calling me into that building. So, long story short, I dropped my choir scholarship, got a theater scholarship, became the theater president, and stayed on that track.
That's what's up. So do you like theater more than acting?
You know, well, these are not theater more than acting. You mean more than film and television?
Film and television.
It's not necessarily. I don't know if like is the right word, but I respect the demands that the theater puts on an artist that you don't really have to. That television and film doesn't do the same thing,
Right.
Because as a theater artist, you are faced with the live space and the live experience, and it's happening right now. And the only control you have over that is living moment to moment and being honest moment to moment. And you have an immediate connection with the audience that's experiencing it.
Right.
That's invaluable in terms of how that crafts you as an artist over time, because it demands every fabric of you.
Right.
Right. As opposed to the camera, just say, I just want to see eyes.
And then you can just read
yeah,
that.
you might have a couple of takes where we're in the wide, so you're not really doing much in that wide shot until we get closer. And then all of a sudden you start doing all this acting.
Right.
You know, it got a lot of. It's different for television, film, but that theater you can't lie in that space and you can't hide.
So someone that's trying to that's up and coming, do you recommend them to do theater first, opposed to just going to like acting?
Oh, I recommend everybody to do theater, but it's a caveat. I recommend everybody do good theater.
Okay.
And great theater. Yeah, all theater is not good. You know what I'm saying? Just like all film and television is not good, because there's some situations where people are doing it, but they're just doing it. They're not.
Right.
They're not craftsmen.
Right.
You know what I mean? So if you can find really good theater to do, really good work, meaning really good material, and there's a lane for everybody in this industry, and this industry is wide open. So it's not a knock against one thing or the other. It depends on what do you want. What do you want for yourself
Right.
in terms of your personal growth, and what do you want as a career? And then you got to make those decisions based on that and put yourself in a position to grow consistently.
So I see that you have do you have a class or you teach?
Yeah. I teach. I've been teaching for the last decade. Teacher in Atlanta, and
Let us know. Pop your shit real quick. Let us know where they can find you.
Yeah. My producing partner Jesse Jalay manager administration on my acting classes in Atlanta. If you're interested in getting information, just DM me at I am Javon Johnson, and I can make sure you get the information. But there's a weekly class, ongoing class. I'll say this. You know, there's a lot of classes. There's a lot of, schools and things like that. The students that I take are the ones that first have to learn to be patient, meaning do not come to me if you're opportunistically driven.
Right.
Because that's not my focus. My focus is getting you to be the best version of yourself in the time that it takes to do that. So that, because a lot of people chase the opportunity and they get the opportunity and they find out they have no preparation.
Right.
And it's like, why did you go for the opportunity first just to crash and burn? It's like, doesn't make any sense to me, right? So it's like, no, let's prep you for the opportunity, so when the opportunity arrives, you can capitalize off that opportunity and keep building on to the next thing. So that's the first thing you got to do is learn patience, which means don't come to my class saying, when can I get an agent? When can I get in a movie? That's not going to be where we start.
Okay.
We're going to start with, who are you as an artist? Do you know yourself as an artist? What do you have to offer? What do you don't know about the craft of all this? And learn and work on you first.
Right.
When we get that together, then we got to learn what you don't know about the industry itself, because a lot of people think they know this industry and they don't.
Mm-hmm.
So those are things we have to learn to get yourself prepared to even give yourself a chance to have a career.
Right. I like that.
Yeah.
You got some. You coming with it? Okay. Let's see. Oh, because I've been doing some digging.
Okay.
I see you have a stage play. It's called Hambone.
Yeah, man. Excuse me. Science allergies to bother me lately, as everybody else.
Nope, you got one more time to cook. He got one more time to cook.
Uh, so Hambone is I'm also a playwright and a screenwriter, and Hambone was a play that was written during a time where I had what I consider my first real major writer's block. But that was during a time when I wasn't claiming being a playwright. I didn't think that I had the capacity to write something that meant anything to anybody. But I started getting inspired to just write. And so I was writing these things. And I stopped because August Wilson, who you guys may be aware of now, with Denzel Washington producing a lot of his books for film now, Ma Rainey's Black Bottom with Chadwick Boseman, Piano Lesson with Denzel, forget the other one that just came out. I think Piano Lesson was the last one with John David Washington starring in that. But he's doing August Wilson's whole catalog, adapting his plays to film.
Oh, wow.
But August Wilson was a big personal influence on me. And when I first started writing, I felt like his influence was too profound. And I felt like it wasn't my voice. And I stopped writing. And I would talk with him in Valdez, Alaska, at the Edward Albee Theater Conference. I had a conversation with him. I said, listen, you have such a stronghold on me, as far as your influence. I feel like I can't write because I feel like it's not my voice. Mm-hmm. And he basically just told me to get past that, and that we live in a society that identifies something new with the labels that already exist. And he went through the same thing with being compared to other writers. And he said, just tell your story. And so from that, I wrote this play called Hambone, which was an homage to his influence on me, and also me not policing or editing what his influence was. And I said, this is the purging of his influence on my work. And that's the piece that's dedicated to him.
That's dope.
Hambone. So it has his LA premiere next weekend.
So it's LA, giving the information.
Yeah, LA premiere. DM me. I send you the flyer.
He's really good. He's really good with getting in contact with you again.
Yeah, absolutely. But it's at the Mark Theater, which was the Waco Theater for those in LA, Lake Isham and Magnolia in NoHo area, which is Richard Lawson's old theater. But it'll be there opening next Friday. So DM me. I can send you information.
That's dope. Yeah. That's so dope. Okay. I see you have acting workshops. So can you speak about that?
I do workshops throughout the country, and they're catered to whatever that market needs, what they're looking for. So it's not a one type of workshop. I really just I customize it for what those group of people are looking for.
Okay.
So I either do them myself, so a lot of times I'm asked to come in and do workshops.
That's dope. I'm like, this man is all over.
Yeah.
Okay, what was your very first project you created?
That I created?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man, I don't even let me think.
Well, what's the one that you felt like it went into production?
I'll tell you this: my first play was my biggest headache because I wasn't calling myself a writer. I was resisting it. It came to me in a spiritual way, which as a young black boy, you don't talk about hearing voices. Like people call you crazy. So
right.
It was the first time I was away from South Carolina, and I had taken an acting job in Louisville, Kentucky. First time I've been out of state. First time I've been away from family, and I had this apartment that was dull, nothing in it really. And I was doing this touring show by day, but I had all my evenings free. So in this isolation, I guess this creative portal opened up and these voices started to happen. Told nobody about it, but it was like the story was playing out in my head, and I started writing it down, wrote it by pencil, then I rewrote it in ink, then I bought a word processor and typed it all out. And the whole time I'm doing all this, I don't know why I'm doing this. And that became my first play, and I sat on it. I didn't do anything with it. And then few years later, I go to grad school to the University of Pittsburgh, and I got to the University of Pittsburgh, and I started looking for the black people. I was like, where the black people at? They said, go over to Contu Theater. And it was in African American Studies. And I went over there, and there was a little old lady named Dr. Vanilla Lilly, who didn't know me, who saw me walk by her office. She said, young man, come here. I said, yes, ma'am. She said, I'm looking. She was going through her files. She was like, I'm looking for a play. I'm trying to submit this. I submit a play to the Kennedy Center every year for the Lorraine Hansberry Award, and I don't have a play. You know anybody have a play? I said, I got something. I don't know this woman, right? And I gave her this thing. She called me back. She said, I'm going to do a reading of this, and we're going to submit this to the Kennedy Center. And I was like, okay. Well, long story short, it won the Lorraine Hansberry Award.
Oh, wow.
So, but it was the one that I battled with the most, and we're going to get produced and published and all these things. But I really struggled with that because I was really denying myself as a writer
right
at the time. But I'm way past that now.
I know that's right. And what God has for you is for you.
Yeah.
Well, I think I heard a little bit, but what is your favorite? Who is your favorite actor? Like, who would you like to work with?
That's hard, man. There's so many great people.
You only can name two.
I'm not going to give you the obvious because everybody's going to.
Denzel.
Everybody's going to. That's the go-to all the time. But I would say Jeffrey Wright is amazing to me and extremely underrated for his abilities.
Is he the writer?
No, the actor Jeffrey Wright. You would know him. I'm going to name any of the movies now. I got a ton of them. But he and Denzel now are doing a movie together, which I'm really excited about seeing those two guys work together. I think he and Denzel had a little small piece together in Manchurian Candidate or Man on Fire is one of those films.
Oh, okay.
But Jeff Wright played Shaft in the last Samuel Jackson version.
Oh, okay.
He was the villain. Wonderful body of work, but amazing actor. And I'll say I just saw Sinners, and Delroy Lindo reminded me of why he's one of the great ones who again is overlooked in this business.
Wow.
But
and there's a lot of them too.
yeah, it's a lot that are just amazing talent that just not getting their just due.
Why do you think?
It's Hollywood.
Mm.
You know what I mean? There's a bit of commercialization to Hollywood. There's a bit of who's the it thing and who's not. Unfortunately, Hollywood isn't always about the craft and it's not always about the talent. It's about a lot of other things sometimes, and at the end of the day, it's all about, money is a big part of it. You know what I mean? Who's
Yeah.
who, so it's a lot. It's a lot. It's no one answer to that. It's just a lot of variables that distract from the core values of just being great at what you do.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It's like the other politics.
It's the other stuff that convolutes things a little bit, but you just got to try to recognize the great ones as much as you can.
I know that's right.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see. We talked about, you're passionate about theater, which we did that.
What's the next question?
What is something?
You people here waiting for the next question. Give me the card. I ain't got my glasses.
That's what you get to. What is something you know how to do that nobody knows that you know how to do?
That nobody knows?
Yeah, like a secret talent that you do.
Well, I claim that I can play the harmonica without a real harmonica. I claim that.
Without one?
Yeah, I claim that I can play the harmonica without a harmonica. But I'm not going to do it live today because I don't want to embarrass myself.
Oh, God. Yeah, we got to see that one day.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I also see that you love poetry.
Absolutely. Who doesn't?
Okay. So, like, who's your favorite poet then?
Me when I write it.
I know that's right. Goodness.
No, I don't have a necessary. It's great with like Nika Giovanni and Maya and all those great ones, the legends. You know what I mean? And then there's a ton of, when the spoken word genre really popped up and became really, really popular.
Do you do any of them?
I don't, but I love it though. I love spoken word artists and the passion and the fearlessness of what they write and the things that they talk about. I mean, they're like some really true artists to me who are vigilant,
right,
in their wordplay and what they have to say. So I admire that.
Well, you need to get out and go to one of these and support these poets that be out here.
Oh, they still popping out here?
Yeah, they be going to Apache and
Oh, you gotta let me know where they are.
okay.
Yeah.
And little workshops like the COA Coalition of Artists. That's
See, I don't know
dope.
about any of those. But
Yeah,
I will
that's
come
where
in
you
and check
need
them
to
out.
be.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was not that bad, right?
No,
That was
that's good. That's
fun.
good.
Now
That's
we're
good.
gonna have a little fun though.
All right. Okay.
So this segment right here is called This or That, which they know. And it's basically just like I said, personality, get your fans to know a little bit about you,
Okay.
you know, because we want to know if you're a real person.
Okay.
So yeah. And if you want, you can shout out anybody that you know right now.
Oh, my people.
Shout out to his
Okay,
people.
let me shout out to my producing partner, Jesse Jalay, other producing partner, Dr. April Kelly,
Okay.
my boy ATL Kales, 2-3 to God, the rapper, my son.
Oh, that's
Out
your
there.
son?
Yeah,
How's
so
your son?
he's how old is he?
Yeah, how old is your son?
He's 24. 24.
Oh no, that's too young. Okay. And who else you want to shout out?
Let me shout out to Mark Theater and Marquita Singleton out in LA. I just got the phone with them. They're working really hard to get the show ready for next weekend. So shout out
Okay.
to the cast and everybody that's working hard on that.
So shout out to the cast. Y'all so dope.
Yeah.
Okay. So you ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. So this or that, you can either pick either one or two or neither.
So I can pick this and that.
Yeah, so it's gonna be I'm gonna ask you what you like, this or that, right?
Mhm.
And it might be both. It might
Okay.
be none.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Comedian.
Neither one. Mhm.
Comedy or drama? Drama.
I mean, drama.
Drama.
Yeah, drama.
I
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
Stage or screen?
Stage.
Improv or scripted?
Only because I'm a writer, I got to go with scripted.
Oh God, now they be hating on the skit people.
Yeah, I'm a writer, man. I'm a writer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Method acting or staying chill between takes?
That's interesting. That's interesting because what is staying chill between takes? Because it's all about staying connected. And method can get a little dangerous depending on if you know what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes method can't be healthy. So that's a little tricky one
So
with that. So I'll just go with neither one of them.
okay.
I'll get myself in trouble with that.
Okay. Award shows or after parties?
Award shows.
Okay. Early call times or late night shoots?
Oh, late night shoots.
You like late night shoots?
I'm not. Man, you catch me early, boy. Ain't nothing gonna happen.
Oh no, I don't like it. I don't like it for me.
No, I'm a nocturnal person. I'm a night owl.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
Okay. Action scenes or emotional monologues?
Emotional.
I know.
Yeah.
hmm
Yeah.
Okay, green screen or practical effects?
Practical.
Okay, why?
Authenticity is everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Suits or hoodie?
I gotta go with both, man.
You like both?
I gotta do both.
Okay, it's
Maybe
not wrong with
a
that.
hoodie suit.
Okay. Now that's dope. You know I'm a fashion designer.
I gave a whole idea away. That's why I gotta be
That's
careful
dope.
what you say about other creatives.
That's dope. Okay. Gym or Netflix?
Gym. What is gym?
Go to the gym or
Oh,
watch
gym.
Netflix?
The gym.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we gotta go to the gym. Everybody, go to the gym.
The gym.
Go to the gym. Go to the gym.
Oh,
Go to the
okay.
gym. You gotta-
Coffee or tea?
Tea.
Okay, me too. Classic films or modern hits?
Wow. Both.
Both.
Yeah, I gotta have both of those.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fame or privacy?
Privacy.
Zombies or alien?
Aliens.
Okay. Leading man or character actor?
For me, it have to be leading man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Director's vision or creative freedom? Yeah.
That's not a cut and dry.
I mean, you don't have
It's
to.
not cut and dry, man, because I mean, creative freedom is the organic space where you're allowed to really, really stretch the limit of your potential as an artist. So you got to have the creative freedom,
Mm-hmm.
and then you hopefully have a director who through his or her vision,
Mm-hmm.
supports all of that.
Okay, well, that was a good way of dressing it up.
There you go.
Okay. Oh, this is a good one.
All right.
This is what I really want to know. One take scene or multiple takes?
I'm always gonna run multiple takes.
Multiple things?
Yeah, because at TPS we typically, at least in my experience for the work that I do, a lot of it is one take. And as an actor, it's rare that you're very satisfied with that one take. It's always a discovery that's made, and you just need another opportunity to get back in there and flush out that thing that just happened, that just clicked for you in the moment. And sometimes when you don't get those second or third takes, you don't get to explore.
Then you be regretting it.
Yeah,
when it
well, I
comes.
don't regret it. You shoot and you let it go, and because it still turns out to be what Tyler needs it to be for his show, right? Because that's his vision, right? The director's vision.
Yeah, but you
right?
probably
But for
see
personal satisfaction as an artist,
right.
I'm like, oh man, I beg for just give me one more. It's like, nah, we're good. Trust me, we're moving on. You know what I mean?
Oh,
and you got to be okay with that.
Right.
But if you leave it up to an actor might keep you shooting for 15 takes, and you're like, oh, we got to move on. But like, nah, give me another. Actors just want to
Yeah,
keep
y'all
digging
are, because I work behind the scenes.
yeah. So,
Okay, I like that one. So, long shoot with a great team or quick shoot with big challenges?
probably a long shoot with a great team.
With a great team. Okay. Own stunts or let the double handle it?
To a certain limit.
Okay.
I'm all about my own stunts, but I also know my limitations.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Laid back or perfectionist?
Oh, laid back, yeah, absolutely.
You laid back?
Yeah.
Okay, I can see that.
Yeah.
Vintage car or electric ride?
Vintage.
Okay. Batman or James Bond?
Probably James Bond.
James Bond.
Yeah.
Beach day or a mountain hike?
Beach day.
Text or call?
Texas.
Oh, you a text? He's a texter, guys.
Yeah, I'm a texter, man. I ain't got time to be on the phone.
I know this, but do you? I know you don't. But do you? How do you communicate? Just text all day?
I mean, text, because the convenience of that is just good for me. Call sometimes it's hard to get off a call sometimes with people.
Yeah,
and it's
is
like, hey, I gotta run. Oh wait, blah, 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 blah. It's like, no, I gotta blah 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 blah. I'm coming to this meeting. I was like, hey, I gotta wrap this up because I gotta go ahead and do this interview. Like,
But I would have, I would have made.
no, I got it. But I'm saying a text would have been like, blah blah blah. I'm done. I'm moving on.
Right.
Yes.
Well, it's okay. Okay, pizza or sushi?
Pizza.
Okay, I like that. So we finished that round. That was not bad.
I'm a real person.
Yeah. But we gotta
Yeah.
see if you keep your black card though. This is where
Okay.
you're real.
All right.
Okay. So this is black card
I
revolt.
almost said the N word. Okay.
Oh no, you can say whatever you want. And this one funny too, because I found some stuff just for you.
Okay. All right.
So some stuff be about other people, but Google really gave me some stuff about you, and I was shocked.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm a little nervous.
You better be.
Okay.
Okay. Who taught Craig how to fight in Friday? A. Mr. Johnson. B. Pops. C. Smokey. D. Miss Parker.
Was it Pops?
Yep, Pop. You better got that going right.
Yeah,
Okay,
Pops.
you get to keep your little black
Bang,
card.
bang, bang.
I miss him.
I'm asking you.
Okay. Who would you cast as your mom in a biopic? A. Viola Davis. B. Alfred
Alfred Woodard.
Wooder. Yeah. And C. Loretta Devine. Or D. Felicia Rashad.
Oh, and my mom,
Mm-hmm.
I have to go with Viola, because my mom was, she can be tough.
Viola.
Yeah, my mom can be tough sometimes. She'll cuss you out too.
For real.
Oh, yeah. Well, she don't cuss as much now. She found God.
Oh, oh yeah, you know how that works.
But the other version?
She would cuss you out.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad she found God.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Which actor played both Malcolm X and civil rights attorney in Just Mercy? A. Jamie Foxx. B. Denzel Washington. C. Michael B. Jordan. D. Idris Alba.
What's Denzel?
Yep, you got that
Yeah.
one. Nope, you're wrong.
Wait a minute.
Oh,
Hold on. I can't be. Let me chill.
You want me to say it again?
Yeah, say it again.
Which actor played both Malcolm X and civil rights attorney in Just Mercy? A.
Oh, and Just Mercy.
Yep, Jamie Foxx. B. Denzel
Oh, well,
Washington.
Jamie was in Just Mercy.
Mm-mm.
Jamie wasn't in Just Mercy?
C. Michael B. Jordan. D. Idris Alba.
Who was in Just Mercy? That wasn't Jamie.
Michael B. Jordan.
That was Michael B. in Just Mercy. Jamie was not in Just Mercy.
He might have been, but it said who played Malcolm X in the film.
Michael B. played Malcolm X. When and where? Did you Google that? You need to get all your information together. Because if he played Malcolm X in Jersey on the street corner, and I don't know nothing about it.
That's what they said. They said which actor played both.
You know, Google ain't always right.
So you think they don't know what they're talking about?
I ain't never heard Michael B. playing Malcolm X because his first name.
And a civil rights attorney, and just.
Okay, maybe the Just Mercy because I remember the whole cast in Just Mercy, but I've never heard of Malcolm.
Well, we got to do our little fact. Whoever in here, let us know.
Y'all let us know about that. I'm disputing this one.
Okay, this might be a good one. Which actor's voice? Now, this is like a majority rule, so it's no right or wrong.
Okay.
Which actor voice is instantly recognizable, even if you heard it in your sleep? A. Morgan Freeman. B. James Earl Jones. C. Samuel L. Jackson. D. Keith David.
That's all of them.
All of them. I mean, it's not hard.
Yeah.
You can. I can hear all of them.
Yeah, right away.
Oh, this one was about you from Google.
Here we go. Okay.
Which actor portrayed Richard Halston? Is that the real name?
Richard Halston.
Halston.
Yeah.
The White House butler on Tyler's Perry Oval.
That would be incredible. This guy's amazing. And it's one of the people I really want to work with. So
really?
I'm really trying to get to this man and really work with him because he does amazing work.
Oh, he do?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. You should reach out and get him on the show.
I know him personally. I could probably...
personally? Please, if you can just plug me in. But Javon Johnson is... Yeah, that would be Javon.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, because I'm on BET Plus, so we don't see all the new news that come out. Because you got to see it on?
I don't know, because I usually do it on demand and BET Plus.
See, BET Plus come later. We get this stuff later. I found out.
I feel so sorry.
I know, because we
life ain't even fair.
Yeah, it's not. But we gonna get beat. Yeah. Tyler Perry know what he be doing.
Yeah.
Okay. Which university did Javon Johnson attend for his undergrad studies?
South Carolina State University.
Yeah.
HBCU.
Yeah. I was like, they know
that?
Yeah. Okay. This is a good one. They tried it.
Okay.
If Javon Johnson had to be a cast in a reboot of a classic black sitcom, which role would he slay?
Classic black sitcom.
Mm-hmm. A. Uncle Phil from Fresh Prince. This is what they chose for you.
They did. Okay.
Yes. B. Flex 101. I can see that.
What?
Professor Ogilvy, the Parkers. I can see that. And Julius. Everybody hates Chris.
That was that Terry Crews?
Was it? Julius.
But I that Uncle Phil sounds.
I like the Uncle Phil.
Yeah, sounds like.
And that's what they generated for you.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, so that might come into pass. Okay, I found another one. Javon Johnson has been featured in both television and stage. Which classic August Wilson play he performed in?
It's been about 5. So
you only get one. Well, you can name them, but let's see if one of them.
Okay, I'll tell you my favorite one that I want to do over and over again is Joe Turner's Come and Gone. That's not the one I was on there. Okay.
This is his own question.
That's so 7 guitars, 2 trains running, fences.
Okay.
I've done all of those though.
Google, y'all gotta get y'all stuff updated or something.
Yeah.
Okay. Which actor would you trust to narrate your entire life? Okay. A. Morgan Freeman. B. Angela Bassett. C. Keith Davis. D. Regina King.
Wow, those are some good ones, man. I like Regina a lot, man.
Don't worry, they don't follow us, so you can be honest.
They might now, you never know. Yeah, I like Regina.
Regina, she can reach your whole. She can narrate your whole life for you.
Yeah.
I like that. Okay. Well, that was really good. So that wasn't bad, right?
Nah, it was good.
So we at the end.
All right.
Okay.
The end. Okay.
And how you feeling? You liked it? You liked it?
Yeah.
It wasn't rank it, rank,
Nah,
rank.
we good.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So, y'all know I'm big on mental health, guys. So, I take that very seriously. So, I have a few mental health questions because I know with doing acting and everything, that's a lot. It got to take a lot because not only we dealing with our own things, but then we have to come in and portray somebody else and take
Right.
on somebody else's baggage, you know.
Right. Right.
So, what has been the most challenging mental health struggle you faced while in the spotlight, and how did you manage it?
The most challenging mental health thing that I've had to face in the spotlight. I don't know if there's been one that's kind of been that challenging for me because for me, you're talking about not just in the art and the work, you're talking about
Just
in the
whatever.
business.
Yeah, just
Yeah, it's all about perspective and balance and knowing, if you go into the forest, you need to know you're in the forest.
you better know.
You know what I mean? And you need to know what's out there and have an idea of, there's some stuff that you haven't discovered. And there's some things you need to be familiar with. What's poisonous? These berries, don't touch that berry. Like, it's just knowing the industry. And
Right,
that's that information part when I said earlier about being taught what the industry really is versus what you think it is.
right,
Because when you know what it is, then it's very hard for me to be affected in a way that is challenging other than I know what this is. And I know that road leads to that, this road leads to that.
right,
All right. And if I act this way, this comes with that. You know what I mean? So I haven't really, my most challenging piece of it, because I'm a teacher, is watching other people fall into the traps
mm,
and watch other people be broken down and kind of destroyed and see somebody with so much talent and so much potential just have their light dimmed and put out.
right,
That's the most challenging for me because I'm like, look, you can't allow the industry to do that.
right. Do you consider yourself more of an empath?
I try not to be because that can
Okay,
be draining,
right.
because some people can take so much out of you that just you don't have much left for yourself. So you got to
Mm-hmm.
be able to take care of yourself, along the way of even trying to take care of other people. So I try not to be so affected,
Right.
but I am aware.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that. Okay. How do you balance the emotional toll of intense roles with maintaining your personal mental health?
That's all in the training. We talked about the method earlier, and I said the method can be dangerous depending on how far you go with that. Um, but the first part of that is really knowing you, knowing what you're capable of. All right. The more you know about the better relationship you have with your emotional self, which includes your traumas, which include all the lies you told yourself,
Right.
the things that you've hidden that you haven't dealt with, and all of a sudden you in a scene or something, and all of a sudden that thing gets tapped
Right.
into, and now you're in a land of confusion and fear, right? The more you understand yourself, which is your instrument, the better prepared you are to understand that this all becomes a gift to the work, and it all becomes a gift to the character, and it just becomes energy and
Mm-hmm.
not something to break you,
Right.
but something that you're able to share with the world and then get applauded for it as opposed to having a consequence for following it.
Mm-hmm.
Because in real life, there's consequences. People don't
Right.
like you, they talk about you, and they call you, whatever, because you cry too much, or all this stuff. But as an artist, we stand up and say how great and wonderful it was, and
Right.
how it made me cry, and how it made me look at myself. Right. So it's really about really knowing yourself, not knowing the ideal of who you become,
Right.
but knowing who you really are behind the veil, because that veil is what we put up
Right.
every day to make people okay with us.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I like that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Okay. Do you think there's a stigma surrounding mental health within the entertainment industry, especially for male actors? If so, how can that be addressed?
Um, I think it's less now than it has been because I think mental illness, the awareness of it is becoming a little more popular and a little more acceptable. We're
Mm-hmm.
not all the way there. You have more men now being aware, opening up and talking
Right.
about their mental struggles, because at the time that was so taboo that nobody knew when a man was struggling.
Right.
You know what I mean? Um, but I think the awareness is growing, which is a great thing, and I think people are starting to get a little more comfortable with acknowledging that we're not all okay.
Right.
That everybody who smiles is not a happy person.
Right.
You know what I mean? And we're making room to at least be open to hear that. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? Making space to even speak on that. We're not there. We're not all the way there yet. But I think at least we're moving in the right direction, I think.
Right.
Yeah.
Because people accepting it more.
Yeah.
They know.
Yeah.
I like that. Okay. What would you like to see change in the industry, in the entertainment industry, to better support male actors during their mental health challenges?
I mean, if I could just say male actors, man,
Well,
it's everybody. Like,
because we get highlighted already, but
yeah,
men don't.
you do. But there's so much to deal with on so many levels. If you just talk about a black man, it's not much different than what we deal with in society and media propaganda and the image,
Right.
um, the exploitation of our image and what the world says about us, and then have to deal with what people believe about what the world says about us.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's so layered. Um, but we have great people like the Ryan Coogler's, and unfortunately we lost John Singleton. These great
Hmm.
directors and storytellers who we need more of, that are able to tell our stories and tell give us a space to exist in the most authentic way possible.
Right.
We don't have a lot of those opportunities because at some point, women dominated the industry. It was a women's movement, and
Hmm.
it was like, if it wasn't to the point that it was like, this has to be an all female production. Like, it was a whole movement where women really became the focal point of the industry, and men were kind of in the background. Like, what about us?
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's been a struggle. So I don't know in terms of changing. I just think we just got to stay the course. Like anything else, over decades of anything else that we've had to stand in the face of.
Right.
It's just that perseverance, and
Hmm.
just leaning into the hope that this will break through at some point down the line
Right.
if we stay at it.
I like that. That was a good answer. Okay, let's see. How do you maintain a sense of hope and resilience when things feel overwhelming or challenging mentally?
I mean, that's faith to me. It's like, what and who do you believe in that gives you spiritual strength? You know what I
Mm,
mean? And for me, it's not in the flesh.
right.
You know what I mean? It has to be something that's higher and bigger than all of us, because the flesh will let you down.
Hmm.
You know
Every
what I
time.
mean? Even in the best person in your life, they're still a person.
Yeah.
You know
They
what I
can
mean?
let you down.
Right? Directly or indirectly, consciously or
Hmm.
unconsciously. Right? But when you attach yourself to something greater than all of us, that's the thing that you put all your faith in. That everything that you're doing, there's a purpose and a reward for that
Hmm.
somewhere down the line. Even if you don't know when it's coming or how it's coming, your faith should be enough to keep you going and believing that I have value and I have purpose, and the gifts I've been given matter, and I
Right.
need to utilize them to get to that purpose, to get to that vision that has been given to me,
Right.
and just then you don't let anybody break that.
I like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got like one more question.
Okay.
Oh, this is a fun game. You should know this. I want to do this because I might mess up. Okay, let's see. Oh, what would you tell your younger self? What would advice you would give your younger self?
Probably not to procrastinate as much. I'm a Pisces, and
Oh
I
God,
tend to
sorry.
listen. People don't try not to be judgmental and accept people for who they are. And these impulsive reactions you have really say more about you than the other person.
Mhm.
So sometimes you got to look at yourself.
I love Pisces. I love Scorpios and Pisces supposed to be like cool.
Scorpios don't love anybody. So no, I would tell myself not to procrastinate as much. And I don't know if that's just becoming from the South, South Carolina, was the store, or being a late dreamer
Right.
and believing that dream is possible. I don't know, but I would tell myself to put the foot on the pedal a little sooner.
Okay, I like
Yeah.
that. And do you want to give any advice for any up and coming people that want to do theater or be a theater writer or get into acting?
Just train with me. You'd be good.
Tell them
That's- that's all
where
you
they can
need.
find you
Hit me
here.
up on I am Javon Johnson on all social media platforms, and send y'all the information.
I know that's right. So this a game. You a teacher. I'm pretty sure y'all played this.
Okay,
I
well,
think I
let's see.
suck in it though.
Let's see.
So this is an improv game, right? I'm gonna just tell you how to read it, but how to do it.
Okay.
But basically, okay, two actors improv a scene where each line must begin with the next letter of the alphabet. The
Okay.
first line start with A,
Mhm.
the next line B, and so on. This game sharpens actors' quick thinking and creativity. So basically, an example is person one, aren't you worried about being late? Person two, bothered because you see it's B,
Okay.
A, B, C.
Okay.
So I guess you have to start off with a sentence with the A, and then I have to be B, C, back and forth.
Okay. So I need to know the ABCs.
Basically.
Okay.
So you start off with the A.
Okay. Are you ready? We're gonna do this.
Mhm. This is my first time, and you're gonna be the guinea pig.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, this is actually my first time playing this particular.
Oh, so you don't do this in
improv,
school?
So not this particular one.
Okay.
So yeah, we'll go for it.
Which one
And
you
I
do?
and I don't claim to be a big improv guy either. So
Oh man.
we'll see after this.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, you start.
As long as you've been doing this podcast, who's been your favorite guest?
What?
You stopped her already, man. She ain't
How
ready for
supposed to
this.
say? You tricked
You supposed
me.
to, I ain't tricking you.
What else supposed to say?
Start with a
with
B. You can start with by far.
Oh, okay. By far, it's Javon Johnson.
Oh, see, I can understand that.
Do you really?
Evidently, I'm the right choice.
For sure.
Going forward,
Okay.
how the other guests gonna measure up?
I don't know.
So you skip it.
But that still was a good game, and I think you
Yeah.
should take this to your class
I'll
and
take it to my
do it as a
class.
good
I'll take it to my
exercise
class,
because I suck in it.
Oh, I do too. I'll take it to the
But you got the
I
concept.
got it.
I like that. But
Right.
that was kind of fun,
I
though,
like
right?
that. I like
So you can take that. Just
Yeah,
say,
I'll take
Tokyo.
I'll say
Tokyo.
Tokyo. Okay. All right.
Okay, well, see, it wasn't that bad. This is the end of Pop Your Shit Talk podcast, and it was definitely a pleasure meeting you. I was telling him the other day how I met you. It was at a red carpet, and for some reason I couldn't pinpoint where I knew you from. And I'm like, "You're famous." He was like, "No, I'm not." I'm like, "Yes, you are." And then I get home, and then I'm like, "Oh my God, he's in the favorite show that I watch all the time."
Yeah.
But I appreciate you for giving me this opportunity because I'm only as big as y'all allow me to be.
Okay.
And it's been wonderful and great, and it's been a humbling experience for you to be able to come and sit here and do this with me, and I appreciate you. And you could let them know if y'all watch the Oval, when do it come on and where they can watch it.
Yeah, Tuesday nights, 9 p.m. BET. Outside of where you guys not, it's moved around a little bit, so I can't really say,
Yeah, it's
where
different
it's
for
popping up,
us.
where the new episodes are popping up because I've lost track of it also. But you can definitely catch it live on Tuesday nights.
And
on
then
BET.
tell them about your play in LA.
Yep, my play is Hambone at the Mark Theater in NoHo in LA, opening Friday, April 25th, and running for 2 or 3 weekends, I think. So you got plenty of time to catch the performances.
And Hambone is here. Is the
No,
play here?
Hambone is the play in LA.
Okay, and then your
Yeah.
classes is
My
here.
classes are here, yes.
Okay, so his classes is here. So if y'all interested, make sure y'all DM him. Okay, I'm gonna have all his information, of course. And yeah, this been great.
Thank you.
You
Thank
liked
you.
it?
I did.
Okay.
I did. Yeah.
Well, y'all, I hope y'all enjoyed the show, enjoyed everything. It's been real, but I gotta go. So peace. See y'all later. See, that was cool.
Yeah.
So we're gonna end that. But they like, no. Hey everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye everybody. This is a good one
I need
too.
to, eat my what is this?
Fish, because she said that matter of fact, I'm gonna leave this one up for a little bit because I
You still
usually
live?
no. I usually delete my live videos.
Is it lemonade?
Yeah. You like
Okay.
lemonade?
Yeah. What time is it? I'm gonna go to Clayton College State College and go see the show. Oh,
It's
man.
7:20. You got time?
Starts at 7:30. I don't think it's
Yeah, you good. You know they ain't gonna start that shit on time.
Nah. Oh yeah, I can go shoot over there. Right
Yeah. See?
now. Let me go do that.
Well, thank you for coming through.
Tokyo.
I know. Now you got food.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Over here real quick.
Mhm. Is it far? Oh, you good.
Yeah. All right. Oh, all right.
See ya. Okay, we do our picture, but we'll do it again another time.
Hey, boo.
How was it?
It was good.
You gonna be
It was
mad though,
good.
but I'm gonna have to get it another time because we was kind
You
of
didn't get the shot
rushing.
or the picture, did you?
Yeah, no.
I knew that. That's why I was like, dang, I know she ain't gonna get the drops. But it's cool.
But I can get it from him. I can actually have him make me a video.
Yeah. But it was good.
Good.
He did good. Bitch, it was him not knowing the answers. Like, hold on, this person not in this.
Right. And then it was another funny part too. I hope this got all of it.
What?
I mean, if not, honestly, I already got oh, it do still be recording when it's off. That's weird.
It was still going.
Mm-hmm. Hold on. This fine ass. Fine old ass too. Okay, I think it got the whole thing. So it do be recording when it's off.
What you mean when it's off?
Like when you see me and I be turning it back on. Yeah, I be thinking it's because the screen be black.
Oh, but it still be recording.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, at least you know that part.
I'm live everywhere. So I'm live on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. So you know how they say hold on, they bring people, but we don't need them because we just really need the capture moments. Okay, so let me just preface a little bit. It's nothing about personal business.
Damn, I'm mad about that picture though.
Yeah, no personal business stuff, just all about you.
We don't got no picture together.
I know. He did real quick.
Well, he wasn't gonna go, and I was like, "Well, what time is it far?" And he was like, he looked at his GPS. He was like, because he was like, "I ain't gonna be able to make it." I was like, "You probably could." And when he looked it up, he was only 15 minutes away.
When you have to go to an event?
It's another, yeah, something else. Okay, so we got camera A, B.
Okay. Are you ready? Yep.
Okay, negotiating now. No. How much did it pay? I want to know how much.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm live everywhere.
This is really good too.
YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram.
We tried to play the game, girl.
What game?
The improv game.
Yeah, I know. What's your iPhone?
Oh, let me see if the meeting's still going with Chrissy. Oh, there I go. Looking like a.
Girl, looking like you about to go to a civil rights movement. Fly.
I know, right? Who is this? Okay. Hey, all still alive. Okay, who texted me that I'm still alive? Just checking and make sure you're doing well. Oh, he said we are about to pop out to go see Sinners 8:30 show row F.
Oh, Sinners.
Yeah, he was just talking
Oh,
about
we
that
seeing the
movie.
premiere because they come out. They came out yesterday, actually.
Um, I'm confused because like we about to see Sinners today, the 19th, right?
Right. I was literally just watching the trailer for it.
Damn.
It gives me Lovecraft Country vibes. I don't know if you watch Lovecraft Country.
Uh-uh.
Oh, okay.
Wait, she said he gonna
It's
eat
a
the
horror. Supposed to be like a horror film.
8:30.
Richard. Richard said. Richard said. Sometimes they all. I gotta break this. Richard.
I hate when they make us pick seats.
Are you going to watch it?
Hell no, because I'm not about to pay I ain't got no money. I thought the way he asked me, shit.
Right.
Um,
Just let me see. If you could be quick, because I have to. So
I'm gonna see if I
it's
can make.
not like a private screening.
No, it's just.
Um,
Let me see if it's too late. Damn, how I forgot the damn picture.
and you have to just have them make a video.
Your call has been forwarded to voice.
That's him.
No, this trying to call Frank doing the interview. Doing the interview. Yeah. Oh, you know that lady gave me that purse, right?
What lady?
The fashion